Monika! Always her first, for the secret ending.
Fine.
Hi again, you. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika.
I wonder if you write really depressing stuff like suicide and graveyards if they ask if something's wrong with you. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori like that other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo.
That's kind of exaggerating it.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
Just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I?
No, it's nothing like that.
We went to you first!
I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all.
How do we impress Monika? Yeah.
So you want Monika and I want Natsuki, is that what's going on here?
And Sayori is like the middle crowd.
And then Yuri's in the background like, ignore me.
Don't date someone with Max's voice.
Yeah, that's generally a good rule of thumb.
I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that.
Nah, don't worry. I get what you're saying.
Well, alright. Sorry it took a moment for it to catch up.
She's making a liberal use of the tilde.
Everyone uses the tilde a lot in this game.
Not Natsuki!
But anyway... You want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look.
Save me. Oh god. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. Endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem. Meaninglessness. I don't know where the fuck this was. Hello to me?
Clicking it does nothing.
What? I don't understand you today, Monika.
I'm a robot!
Sine, cosine, tangent just made me think that the world ends with you.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
Just a bit! I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. Just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. So we saw! Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical representation of a feeling, expression, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today.
Alright.
Noted? Admittedly, I don't think we've saved.
That is true. Here, let me...
Space unicorn.
What's history? Oh, okay. That's what history is. Okay. Alright.
Thanks for listening.
Sayori, I guess. Well, same order as last time, I suppose.
Yeah. I really love your poems. Can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. Can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, to be fair, I'm just picking words that the magical fairies of above are giving me, so... You're really the only one who feels that way, so...
Eh? No way. Not even Natsuki?
I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Is it like taking a bit to catch up or something?
Well, that and then texting.
Ah. Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you.
Damn. Eh? Wah.
Stop thinking weird things, idiot! I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things.
Like cooking.
Let's not talk about that!
Eh.
So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I could feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
Eh? I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head.
Hey. I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, you. Will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it.
Huh? Why?
Because... well... this is the first time you've written something for me. Heh.
Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really?
Snap.
Broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it.
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar.
Here,
it's
hang
the
on a
secret
second.
place where I keep...
Hang on.
I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle full of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Look, it's a bit hard to do it in this weird font sometimes.
Yeah.
Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shell could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all alone. Finally all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all across the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Well, that was depressing.
That took a turn! Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monika taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that.
I'm worried.
It's almost kind of creepy.
Thank you. Creepy?
Not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Yuri! Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, you. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me your poem. The Raccoon. Oh, this is a longer one. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian... Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
Not sure what happened at the end there.
I think it's literally just about her feeding bread to a raccoon.
I don't know.
A rush of blood means like an adrenaline rush.
Yeah,
I don't think she likes.
I get that, but
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, you? Well, yeah, I guess I do. Space unicorn! I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. And Natsuki!
Still have no fucking clue what her freaking poem was about.
Raccoons!
No, it was a secret hobby. Of what it is, I don't know.
A secret hobby of feeding raccoons?
I don't know.
What would be embarrassing? I honestly can't figure. I got nothing from it either. So
cooking.
What?
Cooking.
Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once.
Aren't you supposed to be bad at this?
Is that a compliment?
No, I mean, you know.
Natsuki struggles to find the words she wants.
I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all? Oh, so did we successfully get more than one of them because we got so many points?
Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one.
Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems this cute. I mean, holy shit, did we get 2? Huh. I mean, well written. No,
so that's how it is. My poem is cute.
No, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things.
Natsuki shoves my poem back towards me.
Huh. Reading again, I decided it's not so great after all. It's too cute and doki doki. Title drop. It would only impress, girls who like those kinds of things. Ha ha ha.
For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through.
Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone.
See, I see where I understand this poem.
This seems like a tsundere poem.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a poem, like, going into how stupid it is to hate someone over something that doesn't affect anyone else.
Oh, okay.
Like, literally she says, it doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone.
Very spiteful.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it's meant to be sarcastic. Like, I'm pretty sure Natsuki doesn't actually think this way and is being, like, completely oblivious to how it sounds.
I will now vote Natsuki the winner of the poem contest today.
Thank you. I agree.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I had to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being.
Yep.
Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course! It's how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares if someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think really people need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today.
Huh, I guess she did. Did you say Yuri?
Yeah, she said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers.
Hold
I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you.
Wait a minute, would we have not have got this if we didn't do them in that particular order?
Maybe.
Huh!
I imagine if we did Natsuki first, then we would talk to Yuri and be like, yeah, Natsuki wrote about something similar. People shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things.
Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything.
Natsuki has trouble finding words.
I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson.
Well, I would say so. Even her writing style is really different. I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that! I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. I kind of want to keep hitting the Sayori and Natsuki thing we have going.
Alright, I'm up to keep trying that.
Okay.
At least until Challenge Mode Monika is unlocked.
Yeah, Challenge Mode Monika. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Meow?
Zelda's in my room now.
I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room, take your pants off. Is this about the festival?
We're all wearing skirts.
Yes. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Yuri, why are you so fucking tall over there? Don't worry about it so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Monika?
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee hee.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Yeah, wrong person. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poem out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same.
I'm poking Natsuki in the eye.
And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is about. I had to yawn during that. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. Finding new horizons. And having fun.
All of those could mean masturbation.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place?
For me, the feeling that brought me here was hunger.
I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
Uh-huh, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Death, death, death.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way.
Monika, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no. Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see.
Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. We don't get to learn what Natsuki was looking like, but finally Monika finishes the
Recitation.
Is that a word?
Recitation, yeah.
That sounds like what you do to bring someone back to life.
The
four of us applaud.
And then they fucked.
Monika takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Wow! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances to each of us.
You can do it, Yuri!
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. What are you playing with?
What do you mean?
I heard a very piercing noise.
Sorry.
Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you were reciting to other people. Imagine you were reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror. Or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice, I was expecting mouth there, almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori!
Even you liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori.
At some point, my feet always end up, behind my microphone table, and I have to pull them back out, and I don't know why my feet keep going back there.
The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Heh. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before you. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let you lower everyone else's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki.
It's fine. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing.
Yeah, it's almost like it's just of 20 random words chosen by 2 people who are out of my control.
That's something that will improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... It's called... Why aren't you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud.
Yo, listen up, this here is my poem.
The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. Better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's kind of the exact same mindset I have when it comes to doing stuff.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess, in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you will all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so just let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. Should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll be finished planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait.
I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best.
Yes, he knows. He knows about challenge mode.
Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hehe.
Jeez, guys. Make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, you. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. It's like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here.
Heh. Sayori?
Yeah! I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
Eh? But... she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, you. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
No, it's Sayori. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy, too. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Whoosh! Boom, boom. Tiki, tiki,